What is up, guys? Welcome back to the New 52, a channel all about encouraging and empowering you to try new things. And this week we are chatting about computers. And we're going to cheat a little bit. And that's okay, because I can do that, because it's my channel. In the last month or so, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talking about how creators or creatives are leaving Apple or their Mac computers and heading back to a PC. And I kind of wanted to just weigh in on that because I think that there are some things that aren't being considered in this discussion, or if they're being considered, they're being viewed with a very specific worldview that I kind of want to speak into. So for this week, my new thing would be utilizing my Mac laptop in ways I've never done before. And with J&A photography and with doing all that kind of stuff, I'm still learning new ways of how to do things and things I can do with my Mac computer. But I've started to see on YouTube that there's quite a migration happening of people who do a lot of video and audio stuff that are leaving Mac and are going with PC, which is kind of surprising because up until about a year ago, Apple was the main contender when it came to that kind of stuff. And only in about the last couple of months have I started to see more and more people talking about it. And there's multiple reasons for that. Frankly, the idea is that Mac or Apple computers have a hard time being customized or changed, and their quality is tending to go down a little bit, and so people are starting to move back to PC, which I know that a lot of people would never have thought they would be heading back to, because you can customize it, you can make it exactly the way you want to. And most creatives, when you watch them talk on YouTube about going from Mac to PC, don't really talk about going to a regular PC, but building one. And I think this idea right here is the main reason why I wanted to talk about this, because the new thing for this week is when you do new things, you have to find things that benefit and encourage you. Things that you enjoy doing, not things that other people will tell you that you'll enjoy doing. And sometimes you do have to try new things, but when you're putting out the kind of money that we're talking about here, even with just something as simple as a laptop, you need to make sure that you've done the research for what you want. For example, the last PC laptop I had ran really slow, crashed all the time, couldn't run half the programs on it. And when I got my first MacBook, it flew through everything that I needed it to do. And it's still doing that, even though I've had it for about a year now. It multitasks way better than any PC laptop I've ever had. And just the fact that I can AirDrop things from my phone to my tablet to my MacBook is just super convenient and super easy. Now, in all honesty, I don't film 4K video. I don't have to render hours and hours of videos, which is a lot of what the creators on YouTube are saying right now that their Macs can't do. And I totally understand that. But at the same time, most people like me don't need to render 4K video. Most people don't need to download hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of footage or upload it to a different site. We just don't need that. We need a good computer that runs programs the way that we need it to. And for convenience sake, the idea of AirDrop connecting to my phone and connecting to my tablet is one of the biggest reasons I switched to Apple and still love it. And frankly, if I would have looked at where the trend was going, I probably wouldn't have bought a Mac, because I would see, oh, PC is coming back. Oh, I need to be part of the cool crowd. But in reality, when I look at all of my needs versus my wants, the MacBook is fulfilling all of my needs very well. Now, it's not a perfect device. It still has issues every once in a while, but very few and far between from the PC that I had earlier. And I think it's important for us to understand too, that just because the trend is going a certain way doesn't mean that you have to always follow that trend. Be willing that when you're going to be trying new things like buying a new computer or upgrading something, that you don't just go with what people tell you, but you actually do some research. Find out what's good for you. Find out what you need specifically. And you know what? If you have like $5,000-$10,000, build your own computer. I mean, that's cool too. And I don't think that it's wrong for these YouTubers or these creators to be buying this really expensive equipment. I just think it's a little difficult to say that everyone needs to be considering changing over just because they can do their really difficult tasks faster, when I would never need to do anything like that. Hopefully this one makes sense. I know technically I didn't do anything new this week, but trust me, I did, and it'll be coming up next week. I just really feel strongly about this one, and I really feel like there needs to be a balancing factor in this discussion, because I think that this discussion is going to only get bigger on YouTube, and I just kind of wanted to weigh in on it before everyone lost their minds over Apple and PC and Linux. So that's it for this week. I'm going to go back to my MacBook now and edit this, because Apple.